welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today for the Sensational Scorpio May Horoscope. Now, it's a big month coming up this month. We've had a couple of quieter months, but we do have a lot happening. So I'll just give you a really quick overview of what's in store. Firstly, we have Jupiter changing signs. It's going into Pisces, and it's going into your 5th house of creativity, fun, the world of the child, perhaps even romance. The date is 5th of May to the 28th of July, okay, and I will talk more about this shortly when I come to do your in-depth horoscope. We've got a lunar eclipse on the 26th of the month in Capricorn in your 2nd house of values, finances, the things that you believe in, perhaps money, perhaps possessions. And lunar eclipse really shakes things up. I'll talk more about that shortly. Mercury retrograde on the 31st of May through to the 21st of June, plus a few days either side of these dates. So if you have anything to sign, for example, like a contract before or after, and also while Mercury is actually retrograde, it'd be a good idea to put it off if possible, because you may find that you have to go back and change something. Often Mercury retrograde will do that. If you think you've got everything nice done with a nice big bow and it's all organized, then you find out something's changed when Mercury turns direct and is going forward again. And then we have Pluto retrograde from the 27th of April to the 6th of October in Capricorn in your 3rd house. And that can be like a birth, a death, and a rebirth. So maybe something comes back from the past. If you've got Pluto retrograde and Mercury retrograde at the same time, you may find that maybe an old job comes back, or somebody you used to know, an old lover or a friend. Maybe there's some school reunions, something. It could even be something like you used to play piano before you had children, and then you had children, you got too busy and you stopped, and then you start with that energy again. So a lot going on this month. Okay, so the other thing I just want to talk about very quickly is how I do things. I like to draw 2 tarot cards to start the reading off because they complement the horoscope. And then we'll look at that and it'll be in depth. And then stick around to the end and I'll do a psychic channeling. Whatever comes up, comes up. I never know what I'm going to say, but I'm quite clairvoyant. I see things. It's like watching a movie. So, all right, let's get on and have a look at the main board now. This is your horoscope, but firstly we'll look at your cards, picking 2 cards. Let's see what comes out for you. All right, let's go with that one. Closing my eyes. I've got beautiful aqua here in front of me, green and blue together. This is very pale, what I'm looking at, and it could be, oh, there is a lot of light here actually, so it's very spiritually inspired, and it's coming from your heart, and you're going to talk about what it is that inspires you, or even if it's not talking to other people, you could just be writing it down in a diary, in fact. But there's something about communication with what really inspires you. Okay, so the card that comes up is the 5 of Cups. Now, this is sort of not in keeping with what I just saw, because this is about some sort of loss or something that you're upset about, but perhaps you go through this time in order to get to the circumstance where you can be inspired, okay? Maybe this is a very necessary part of becoming motivated and inspired to get in touch with your own heart. Now, while I'm talking about this, I'm getting the feeling that you did something, you did too much for somebody else perhaps, and didn't look after your own needs. There's a spiritual connection with somebody. It could be to do with the romance because there is a red rose there, but this definitely sort of indicates a spiritual connection and maybe you feel let down by somebody. Okay, it's always best to focus on yourself rather than other people. There could be some tears around this with the drops here in the background. This can also be to do, remember I was just saying something comes back from the past. You may be having memories of past hurts, okay? Just some little tendrils there that are hanging on, that need to be dealt with, that have been down in your body, that are coming up with Mercury and Pluto retrograde, okay? So you can be born again like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, second half of the month. What do I see? I'm seeing the red rose still, which is all about true, mature love. It's not necessarily, sort of like a crush, like a childhood crush, but more to do with a mature sort of love. And here in the fifth house, it may feel like it's something coming back that is, when you were younger, because fifth house is all about fun and socializing and romance, okay, which is nice, but perhaps you're looking for, a keeper, not just some fun. But of course, that's up to you. The card that comes up is the Six of Cups. Well, this is fabulous because it's about inner contentment and happiness. And you'll see all those flowers in the cups down at the bottom there. See all those coloured flowers? Happiness coming to you. Green for growth, so much green here. There might be some support from some family members that have been distant. There could be some kind of help coming through, but a lot of spiritual happiness and contentment. Now, it's almost like you go through this stage to get to this stage. All right. So remember when the memories of the past or whatever it is comes up, remember it's only for a time because there's something much better coming for you. Okay. All right. So those are the cards. Now we're going to have a look at your horoscope. So do remember those. And it's the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups. It rolls on from one to the other. Just make this a bit bigger for you so you can see. Now from the 30th of April to the 3rd of May, we've got Mars conjuncting Mars. A lot of star signs have got this aspect this month, and it gives you a strong desire to take the initiative and strike out on your own. And because you might have a lot of physical energy, more willpower and courage than usual, channel your abundant energy into decisive activity or work. Okay, you could be feeling more energetic, feeling a bit better than usual, but do take care with the feelings of other people because you've got the energy and they may not, so they might be feeling a bit sensitive. Then we have 3rd of May to the 12th of July, Mercury in your 8th house here, moving from the 7th into the 8th. And this means that joint finances, other people's money becomes highlighted. It can also mean intimacy as well. Perhaps you're thinking about what it is you need out of a relationship. It's a great time to take proper care of business and clarify expectations with all concerned. Intimacy with another person can deepen as one or both of you seek a deeper union. There are bound to be communications sorting out these areas of your life. And Venus then moves into that house as well. Venus in the 8th is lovely. It's great for financial and business affairs. And you may also meet someone who supports you or helps you out. It could be from a friend of a friend or something like that. You're likely to get some financial or emotional support too. Intimate relationships are intensified and there's a deeper union possible because one or both of you want this. May 11 to 15, we see Mars sextiling the Sun, and this gives you a lot more energy. You can accomplish quite a lot at the moment. You take the initiative and strike out independently. Success is likely, and a leadership role may come your way, or perhaps even a special opportunity, which is great. 9th of May to the 13th of May, Mars sextiles Uranus, So sextiling the Sun and Uranus. Wow. Physical thrills and excitement have strong appeal to you. You may want to do something out of the box. You have more energy than usual, and also quick reflexes to boot. Sports and action, or perhaps exercise, are the go. Acting on impulse and crazy desires might just work out fine for you now. Jupiter trines your ascendant from the 5th of the month through to the 23rd of the month, and this is likely to be a pleasant time when you feel more confident. Other people respect and admire you. You can successfully promote ideas you believe in, and other people offer support. You can make a good career change now, and business or government agencies might support your ideas more than usual. Legal matters are likely to work out as well. 6th of May to the 28th of July, Jupiter moves houses and signs. It will go into your 5th house here and into Pisces. And this gives you a burst of inspiration and creativity. Other people notice you. You may feel more childlike and want to bring more fun into your life. New possibilities in creativity and romance emerge. Go for it. Do allow more fun and friends into your life now. Then on May 11, we have the new moon in your 7th house here. So it's a bit of a jumble, there's not enough space for all of this activity here. But this means that your close relationships, especially those with women or significant others, need your time and attention. There are new beginnings with partnerships, and there may be a rejuvenation of a close relationship. You can plant seeds and get a casual relationship onto a more committed level now. From the 20th of May to the 21st of June, the Sun moves into your 8th house as well. Joint financial affairs and shared resources are on your mind. It's a good time to clarify each party's expectations, take care of business and legalities. Intimacy is intensified, and you or your partner may seek a deeper union, so it's like you're going deeper and deeper with a relationship, a strong relationship. If it's not that, then it could be something to do with other people's money. It could be like a loan from a bank or someone, inheritance, or perhaps you want to access your superannuation or 401k if you're in the US. 2nd of May to the 7th of June, Uranus conjuncts the Sun, and this is likely to give a need for freedom and independence. You want to break free of tedium and boredom. Yeah, good idea. So do I. Bring some excitement into your life. So the way to do this is by breaking old belief patterns. Do be careful what you break. It is the time to break things, but yeah, be cautious doing it. There is, however, substantial change coming in these areas of life, and you may leave a job or a relationship at this time. You could relocate or do something to find more freedom. You're more daring and bold than previously, and perhaps it's time to let that young, free spirit move within you. Let it out, breathe and move. If you don't do this, if you try to hold on to the past, then your body could pay the price eventually. So, yeah, best go with the flow as much as you can. 26th of the month, we have a full moon in your 2nd house here on the 28th. It moves into the 3rd house. But this means that there's transformation around what you value, including your finances and possessions. And I think some of you relocating, you'll be getting rid of a lot of stuff, because you don't want it to weigh you down, basically. You want to give yourself a sense of financial security by organising your valuables, and that's why you might sell some things off. It's not a good time for spending money on a whim, but it is a good time to spend money on practical items or well-researched investments or relocating. Okay, and then at the end of the month, 27th of May to the 11th of July, this one that keeps hanging around, the big influence of the year, Uranus squares Saturn. Okay, so it's quite, a sort of a tricky one, because Uranus wants to be very future oriented, it's innovative, it loves quick actions, it wants excitement. So there is a great push for excitement in your life this month. Saturn, however, wants the opposite. It loves structure. It doesn't like you going off relocating to some place. It wants you to stay in the past, which is fine for security and safety, but there's only so much. You've got to have some inspiration in your life. Your life can become disorganized, so you have to work to stay on top of everything. Do allow yourself to experiment a little bit, eat new foods, go to new places, move if you feel drawn to relocate, move. Try to get some new experiences under your belt. It's not the best time to be steadfastly disciplined. It is the best time to embrace the future by trying new things. You can appreciate the safety of tradition, old habits and belief systems, and add more inspiration and flexibility into your life. Allow yourself to be a little bit unpredictable and more innovative. It's all going to work out and be okay, because Uranus and Saturn are going to go like a bit of a ding-dong between, in your thoughts and your feelings. One minute you'll be feeling like doing it, next minute you might get nervous about it. But somewhere there is a balance between those opposing energies, and you'll find it. Okay, so that's your horoscope for the month, Sensational Scorpio. Now I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you for this month, May 2021. Okay, so we've got the stairs here on the side, on the right side. What they're saying to me is, yes, break things, but break them in the right way. Because it's here on the right, so that's like use some logic and some analysis. It doesn't mean going sort of crazy without, thinking about things properly. You need to think about it and research it before you do it. But yeah, there's definitely a shake-up going on here. I can see some chains, and it's like already the chains are being pulled. We're not, while I'm making this, we're only halfway through April, and I can see the stress on the chains already. So these are the chains that bind, that restrict, that limit you, okay, in some way. And so you're feeling, it's like there's tension there, and so perhaps you're already feeling it. But these chains are going to be removed, and I do feel a lot of you, as well as relocation, which has really been standing out to me in the reading, but also leaving a job, relocating from a job, so to speak. So I see a spiral of energy. It's twisting around and around and around. There's a lot of colours here, and it's making like beautiful spiral patterns. Okay, so this is it's like you're weaving a tapestry, the tapestry of your life, out of all these different energies. Sometimes when you look at a specific energy, like that sort of dull, kind of lemony yellow, really pale, I don't know what colour you call it, but you kind of go yuck. And yet when it's in with everything else, it all looks stunning and beautiful. So it's almost like you need the contrast of the different colours, the dull colours and the bright colours. And I guess, that sort of dull lemony yellow, it's sort of like Saturnian. And then you have some really bright colour next to it, which is like Uranus. And then when you weave it all together, and it looks fabulous. So you need one to sort of shade, to sort of highlight the other. But the point that I'm trying to make is it's your own unique pattern as it spirals, your life spirals, and you're getting somewhere. You're moving, okay? You're traveling spiritually. There is a lot of movement here, and so don't be, too concerned. Even if you feel stuck, things are going to liven up soon. So enjoy your stuckness, because it's not going to last. All right, so that's it, everyone. I hope that's a bit useful for you. If you are new, subscribe and be alive. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, everybody. Don't forget that even if you subscribed ages ago, sometimes people forget to hit the notification bell and then they write to me in the comments and say, oh, I haven't seen you for a long time. Well, I'm here every day. So hit that notification bell. All right, have a fabulous month, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.